Hey guys, it's Lydia, the lifestyle coach, coming to you with our little live feed here, and just want to welcome everyone to the group, especially if you are new. And if you've been here for a while, I still want you to feel welcome because this is a magical, wonderful place where we are all just getting free from food crazies together. And there are a bunch of great resources in here. For those of you who are new, there are videos that come out every Monday. We have this group with live feeds on the website, lydialifestyle.com. There's a free ebook with like 14 interactive videos. And if you are struggling and would really like some help, then you can go, and if there are available spots, you can apply to have a free 45-minute session. So there's some cool stuff now that you know, and just wanted to celebrate with you guys, and just a little celebration before we launch into our topic here. And feel free to ask questions and make comments and all that jazz. Put little hearts if you want, or little likes, or whatever you want to do. This is your group. I'm on the live feed with you, so I'm excited to just interact with you guys. And so before we launch in, I just wanted to celebrate something. I'm years removed. I don't have an eating disorder anymore. I was bulimic for many years, but it's gone now. And that's what we do here. Like, this is really about true freedom. So this isn't about managing your eating disorder for the rest of your life. This isn't trying to manage your life so that your eating disorder is under control. This is about not having an eating disorder anymore. It's literally just a habit. And when you break the habit, then it's gone. It's gone. And after a while, those parts of your brain that reinforce that habit just aren't there anymore. You can't even access it. The idea of just eating a bunch of food just doesn't appeal. It sounds ridiculous. It's called being a normal eater, where it's oh yeah, cheesecake sounds good, but 14 slices of cheesecake just sounds really unpleasant. When we're in this other mode of our disordered eating, wow, if I could eat 14 pieces of cheesecake and it had no calories and nobody would know about it, and that would be my dream, that would be heaven, that would be better than anything. It's yeah, I totally used to feel that way, but I don't anymore. Not because I'm trying not to feel that way, but because I just don't. Effortlessly don't feel that way anymore. So wanted to celebrate with you. I was telling our little group, the clients that I'm working with right now, we have a really fun group video chat where everyone's just interacting with each other all the time and supporting each other. And it's seriously the most fun place. I love it. But I was celebrating with them and wanted to celebrate with you guys too, as this came to my mind. So one thing that I thought that I loved back when I was bulimic was trail mix. I thought it was amazing, and wow, if I could just eat that all day, and I would binge on that, and I would be sick on that, and oh my goodness, it was just something I was kind of scared of, but also really, really, really loved, right? So I realized one thing about being a normal eater is you realize what you actually like. So I realized once I wasn't eating in a disordered way. I was just eating trail mix is okay, but it's not that amazing. It's really just not that amazing. But it's sort of a convenient food, it's quick in a pinch. So I just have a bag of it just sitting on my desk in case I get hungry while I'm doing calls or whatever. And it just is there. It's just been there for I don't even know how long, weeks and weeks, because maybe I didn't get hungry, or maybe I went and ate other meals. So, the other day or yesterday, I was hungry and I was oh, I'll just grab some quick trail mix. That's right. I have this bag of trail mix on my desk. I wasn't thinking of it until I wanted it. Before, I would have thought of it so much, I couldn't have done my work. I would have had to hide it. I would have had to put it in a different room. Even then, I would have thought about it. It can literally be sitting right in front of me, right next to me, and it doesn't take any mental energy. I literally don't think about it. It's so fun. But I was, eating some trail mix, and then I realized there wasn't a lot left in the bottom. The trail mix was already pretty empty. And so I was oh, you know what? I would like this for later. So I started putting trail mix back in the bag so that I would have enough to have a snack later, because I was just kind of done with it. I don't think in all the years of my bulimic days and my binge eating days, I ever put trail mix back into the bag. Not because I was trying to eat less, just because I was oh, I'm done, and I took too big of a handful, and now there's not enough left. Before, I would have finished all the rest because, oh, there's not enough left, so I might as well just finish it, right? So just wanted to celebrate the little things for you guys. Like sometimes I just realize like, whoa, this is a thing that I would have never done before. And now I'm doing it, and just wanted to give you guys hope that it's totally, totally, totally possible. And it's not just me. I mean, I've helped hundreds of women have the same freedom. So know that it is very, very possible. So we are doing our series on debunking diets. And I hope they've been thoroughly debunked for you guys, because I know it's something that comes up a lot of just like, okay, but what if I, have to lose weight? We had a topic on that. It's like, well, why not diet? Why isn't that the solution? We've talked about that. So in the last part of our series here, part 7, we're going to talk about, okay, so how do I just eat whatever I want? Because we have this idea of, well, if I want to get healthier, then I have to be on a diet. Or if I want to have control over food, then I have to be on a diet. And once that's like, okay, well, obviously that doesn't work. So what do I do? And then you hear this idea of like, oh, well, you just need to eat whatever you want. And then like, that just sounds totally crazy. So people ask all the time, but well, how do I do that? How do I just eat whatever I want? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it right now. And feel free to, ask any questions as we go along as well, you guys. So how do I eat whatever I want? These are some thoughts that may be coming up for you. So if I just ate whatever I wanted, I would just binge all the time. Or if I ate whatever I wanted, I would just eat bread and chocolate until I'm 400 pounds. Like the idea of eating everything we want seems like so scary and so out of control. And those might be some thoughts that come up for you guys. And it's a really common thing to hear that, it's like there's fear around it. And it's a totally understandable way to feel. I mean, if we're binging now, then what would we do if we were allowed to binge? Like that can be a really scary thought. But let's look at it in reality, because I'm always a fan of that. Telling yourself now, I cannot binge, this has to stop, I cannot have that, or I'll have to do I have to do something about this, like that, I can't, no. How is that working for you? Look at the reality. Look at your actual behavior around food. Look at the facts. You're binging, right? You tell yourself, I can't binge. And then you get super confused as you watch yourself binge. So let's do a little experiment to illustrate this. All right, so listen to my words. You cannot have ice cream. You're out of control around ice cream. From here on out, you're not allowed to have any ice cream. Do not eat it. You can never have it again. Now, what food sounds better than anything else in the world right now? Ice cream. That's right. When we say, no, I can't, look at your behavior. Look at this example. It actually drives up the cravings, and it drives up the crazy for things when we say we can't have it. So it's not always intuitive, but deprivation drives cravings. Restriction is binging. It's the same thing, you guys. Restriction is binging. It's just the other side of the cycle. You binge, then you restrict, then you can't restrict anymore, and then you binge. That's it. So we can take out the binge piece, we can totally do that, or we can take out the restriction piece. And either way, you're breaking down the cycle. So what happens when you don't allow yourself, when you don't just eat whatever you want? It makes it so you are driven to eat everything you don't want. Have you ever been in the middle of eating like the 14th piece of bread and thought like, I don't even want this anymore. It doesn't even taste good. This isn't even like appealing, but you keep eating it. You're eating things that you don't even want to eat anymore because you're telling yourself that you can't have it. So what do we do? Especially if that is what you have always done in the past, is go back to restriction. The key is to allow everything. And I want to qualify that. That doesn't mean that you have to eat anything. If you have to eat all the M&Ms because you're letting yourself, then food still has the power. You're still having to do something, right? You don't have to do anything, but you can allow everything. It's about saying, you know what? I can have all the M&Ms in the whole world, however much I want, at any time, now and at any time in the future, and it's okay. And then choosing, making a choice about what you want. Oh, thanks for the heart. Thanks, guys. The hearts are fun. That makes me feel good. Okay, so it's really about choosing what you want. So that may be no M&Ms. Just because you want it doesn't mean you have to have it. But if you say, I can't, then that drives the other way, right? So you don't have to eat them. You don't have to not eat them. It's the knowing that you can and that you allow yourself. It's not against the rules. And you're not like allowing yourself because you're allowing yourself to break the rules right now. Literally, there are no rules. So what you want, that may be no M&Ms. That may be 5 M&Ms. That may be the whole bag. But I guarantee that you will eat more calmly and more healthily when you're choosing to eat and knowing that you can eat anything that you want. Then when you're in the mode of I can't. I mean, how much do you eat when you say, I can't do this anymore? Oh, thanks for the little thumbs ups. That's awesome. Okay, so do you have memories of yourself like eating a whole pan of something like brownie, saying, I cannot eat any more of this. I have to stop. I've had too much. I can't eat anymore. I'll just have this little piece. I really should stop. Then I'll finish up this corner. You know what? I have to end this. So, this will be the last time. Well, then I might as well have all the rest. Right? The whole time you were saying, I can't eat any more of this. I have to stop. And you ate the whole thing. That's what the behavior looks like when you're saying, I cannot do this. It's really a mindset that keeps you finishing the whole pan. Not only finishing the whole pan, but zero enjoyment. Zero enjoyment. You could eat a whole pan of brownies and enjoy it, or you could eat a whole pan of brownies and beat yourself up about it the whole time. Either way, you're eating the whole pan of brownies. So why not just allow yourself and choose to, and that's fine. But if you truly, truly allow yourself, then you'll eat what you want. And what you want is not usually the whole pan because it doesn't feel good. Even if you're a binge eater, even if it sounds like your dream, like it still doesn't really feel good as you move toward normal eating. And when you know you can have it at any time, sure, eat a whole pan of brownies. Eat it over the next 4 weeks, just like my bag of trail mix. Like, yeah, it's yummy. Trail mix is okay. It's not like amazing. It's not as crazy, as it used to be. It's not crazy at all. It's just trail mix. And I can literally have it anytime I want for the rest of my life. So there's no drive to get it all in now, right? Oh, this is great. You guys are like calling out some chatter here, right? Oh, you've got to get rid of the evidence, right? It's like, if I'm understanding that right, that chatter of like, okay, well, I've just got to eat the rest to get rid of the evidence that it was ever there. Look at where that stems from. I have to get rid of the evidence. The evidence of what? Of your crime of eating. The only reason we get rid of something is because we're guilty about it, is because there's shame around it. There is no need to get rid of the evidence of something that is not a big deal that we feel fine about. I want you guys to notice the difference in those two different mindsets. This is really great insight, you guys. So this one thing is the quickest and most effective way to end binge eating. Knowing that you can binge. Feeling it in your bones with complete allowance that it is always an option and that you can do it and that you can choose it. I've had a huge percentage of women in my program that said, oh, I get it. Like I really can. Oh, wait, I can have anything as much as I want. Oh, I get it now. Like I intellectually knew it before, but now I like really, really get it. I can have anything that I want. Yeah. And those women often never binge again after they have that realization, because it takes out that whole part of the cycle of the restriction and the shame of the I can't. So the cycle is gone and they never binge again. So this is really about that mindset. That's the key of just allowing and knowing that you can. And I know that it's not always an easy place to get to. I'm telling you how to get there, but like intellectually, if this like makes sense, but you still feel like, no, but I really can't, and that doesn't work for me, and I've been trying that, and I'm still binging, like, hey, it's okay. Like, you do not need to do this on your own. If you would like some help, there's nothing wrong with getting help. Seriously, I talked to a couple of women even just yesterday that were like, this was a quote. She's like, I have been trying this on my own for 35 years. I've always done things on my own. Obviously, it's not working. And for her, she would rather get the help she needed to end this than to continue to try this on her own for the rest of her life and die a binge eater. Like, that's the difference here, right? It's like, it is okay. It's totally cool wanting to do things on your own. I tried to do stuff on my own for a lot of years. But you know what? There's nothing like getting the help that you need to just get this done. So if the priority is like, you know what, like I would really like some help. I don't have to do this on my own. Like, if it's working on your own, like if you're just here because you're hanging out and like you just like being in this community, but you know what, you did it on your own and you're binge free, hallelujah. That's awesome. That's beautiful. But if you're doing it on your own and doing it on your own is not working, that is okay. Either way, let's just get done with your binge eating, right? So if you'd like some help in that allowing place and ending the food crazies and breaking that cycle, what you can do is you can schedule a free session. You can go to lydiawente.com/apply. I believe there are still a couple more sessions left this week. There may not be, you can get on the wait list if not, but give the calendar a minute to load. And if there's a huge demand. I mean, we had like 47 women in a day like apply to have a session and to be part of the program. You may not qualify for the program, but either way, you can have that session. What we're doing on the breakthrough session is we're getting you the foundation to recovery. We're getting you that first piece solid. We're getting the clarity, which is that foundational step. So we want to get everybody that first step. And you're going to have that either way. And if you do qualify for the program, and if we have openings at the moment, we may invite you in. But either way, experience. To qualify for this, if you go to lydiawente.com/apply and you do see a spot, to qualify for this needs to be a huge priority in your life. We really want to give those openings to those who this is a huge priority to end their binge eating. This is also not a fit for those who are just looking for like a better way to diet. Like, oh, I really feel like I could be successful, in, losing these last few pounds. Like, I don't really care about my relationship with food. Like, it's just about like, I want to be able to do this diet better. That's also not a fit because it's not going to be lasting that way. This is for those who it's a huge priority, where it's really about fixing your relationship with food. Like, that's like for the sake of itself. You may have some other things. You may, still have desires for weight loss. Like, that's all fine. You don't have to be like totally there, but you need to have it be where you are ready to fix your relationship with food because you're just so done with your relationship with food right now. Like, for the sake of that. Oh, the hearts and the likes. That's beautiful. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, I guess this is just all the buttons, all the reactions. So, that's a place that you can go if you would like some additional help. And this closes out. I mean, we might pick up the series again if there's more, but with our debunking diet series of just how to eat whatever I want. Like, how do I do that? So this is Lydia, the lifestyle coach, signing off. Thanks for being here, you guys. Mwah. Bye.